Contribution of statisticians. Indian as well as foreign statisticians. Indian statisticians. Prasanta Chandra Mahalanobis, the man behind National Statistics Day celebration. Prasanta Chandra Mahalanobis has an interesting history of how he got introduced to the field of statistics. A pioneer in statistical field in India, he is best remembered for his work on anthropometry, measurement of human individual, and for introducing Mahalanobis distance, a statistical measure. Back in 1913, when he was set to study B.Sc. at the University of London, destiny took him to Cambridge and ended up completing graduation at King's College. Being introduced to the world of biometrica, he got fascinated by it deeply, which led him to explore statistics with much detail. As a founder of the Indian Statistical Institute, he contributed to the design of large-scale sample surveys and introduced the concept of pilot surveys. His variant of Wassily-Leontief's input-output model, the Mahalanobis model, intended towards rapid industrialization of India, was adopted in the second five-year plan. C.R. Rao, currently serving as the Professor Emeritus at Penn State University and Research Professor at the University at Buffalo, he has various honors and accolades under his belt. Being described as a living legend by the American Statistical Association, his work has influenced not just statistics but various other fields like economics, genetics, demography, biometry, medicine and more. After having completed M.A. in mathematics at the Andhra University, he did his M.A. in statistics from Calcutta University. He worked at the Indian Statistical Institute for 40 years, after which he moved to USA to take teaching at University of Pittsburgh and Pennsylvania State University. Having worked in the area of multivariate analysis, combinatorial design, statistical genetics, statistical inference, and linear models, he is a big inspiration for those planning to dive into the field of statistics. Debabrata Basu. A key contributor to the foundations of statistics, Debabrata Basu was India's leading mathematician and statistician. Working in the direction of development of survey sampling, his theories formed a strong basis of a complete sufficient statistic. As a part of his association with the Indian Statistical Institute and Florida State University, he invented simple examples to deal with the complexities of statistics. Born to a mathematician father specializing in number theory, Basu studied mathematics at Dhaka University, now in Bangladesh. Opting a course in statistics as a part of the undergraduate honors program, he joined the Indian Statistical Institute as a research scholar under C.R. Rao. His work was greatly influenced by Abraham Wald, who had developed a decision-theoretic foundation for statistics in which Bayesian statistics was a central part. Being an ardent Bayesian, many of his foundation papers pointed out the deficiencies in Neyman, Pearsonian, and the Fisherian methods. Foreign statistician. Gertrude Mary Cox, with an HPI of 39.37, Gertrude Mary Cox is the second most famous American statistician. Her biography has been translated into 15 different languages. Gertrude Mary Cox, 13th January 1900, 17th October 1978, was an American statistician and founder of the Department of Experimental Statistics at North Carolina State University. She was later appointed director of both the Institute of Statistics of the Consolidated University of North Carolina and the Statistics Research Division of North Carolina State University. Her most important and influential research dealt with experimental design. In 1950 she published the book Experimental Designs on the subject with W. G. Cochran, which became the major reference work on the design of experiments for statisticians for years afterwards. In 1949 Cox became the first woman elected into the International Statistical Institute and in 1956 was president of the American Statistical Association. William Fielding Ogburn, 29th June 1886, 27th April 1959, was an American sociologist who was born in Butler, Georgia and died in Tallahassee, Florida. He was also a statistician and an educator. Ogburn received his BA degree from Mercer University and his MA and PhD degrees from Columbia University. He was a professor of sociology at Columbia from 1919 until 1927, when he became chair of the sociology department at the University of Chicago. He served as the president of the American Sociological Society in 1929. He was the editor of the Journal of the American Statistical Association from 1920 to 1926. In 1931, he was elected as the president of the American Statistical Association, which also elected him as a fellow in 1920. He was also known for his idea of cultural lag in society's adjustment to technological and other changes. He was elected to the American Academy of Arts and Sciences in 1932. He played a pivotal role in producing the groundbreaking recent social trends during his research directorship of President Herbert Hoover's Committee on Social Trends from 1930 to 1933. He was elected to the American Philosophical Society in 1940. David E. Bloom, born 16 October 1955, is an American author, professor, economist, and demographer. He is a professor of economics and demography at the Harvard School of Public Health and director of the program on the global demography of aging. He is widely considered as one of the greatest multidisciplinary social science researchers of the world. Bloom has written and published over 250 articles and books focusing on health, demography, education, and labor. He has been a contributing editor of American Demographics and an associate editor of the Review of Economics and Statistics. He has also served as a